And so when people mention the heat, I get conspiranoical Tourette's. Do you get it? Hello, you beautiful angels and angelettes. How are you doing today? Today I'm talking about conspiranoical Tourette's. And I'm talking about how I've been a bit scared. And I'll share all that with you on the other side. So first, let me tell you about my Tourette's. I've got Tourette's, and it's conspiranoical Tourette's, and I've got a feeling that many of you also have it. Let me explain what it is. So Tourette's is where you want to say something, but you hold it in, but then you can't. It just blurts itself out. You have no control over it. Well, it happens to me all of the time, and I've noticed it more and more. And that's when you're with somebody, right? Somebody who's not awake, somebody who is deeply, deeply in the matrix. And they say something like this: "Oh, I've just been to a funeral. He died of cancer. So young as well. He was only 60. And inside, my mind goes, well, we know why that is. That's because of this, because, and I'm like this. And my mind said, don't say it. Don't say it, Gordon. Do not say it. Just keep it to yourself. And I'm like, I know why. And it's like a Tourette's that I can't control. It happens all of the time. I was in a queue the other day and somebody said, oh my God, it's raining so much. It's so cold. It's never been so cold and it's never rained so much. The weather's crazy. Now I know that she's saying that because she watches the television. The people who watch the television say all the things that the television tells them. I've lived here in Spain now for 11 years. This year, it has not rained as much as it has some other years. Some other years we've had floods, rivers and everything. Not this year. But because the television's saying, oh, it's raining a lot, oh, she has to say it. And I was like that with my Tourette's, my conspiranoical Tourette's. And I've done it before. A man in the petrol station once, he was putting fuel in for me. Because here in one petrol station, they do it for you. And I was saying, whoa, que calor. It's really hot, I was saying. And he said, we haven't seen the worst of it yet. You watch coming forward. It's getting hotter and hotter. Right? Now, I know that he's saying that because he watches the television. And my Tourette's kicked in. And I thought, just don't say anything, Gordon. Don't say anything. Couldn't help it. And I said, well, I've lived in Spain for 11 years, and let me tell you, it's getting colder. The summers are not as hot as they used to be. It's true. We're just not having the hot summers that we used to. And yet, because the television goes, it's really hot, it's really hot, it's really hot. And everybody starts saying, it's really hot, it's really hot. So I just give him that. And he looked at me with the face of, what are you talking about? You don't know what you're talking about. You're English. You don't know what you're talking about. But I said it. And afterwards I regretted having said it. And this is what I call conspiranoical Tourette's. Do you have it? And I'll tell you something else that I noticed. During the summer, obviously it gets really hot here. It can hit 40 degrees here quite easily in the summer. And, you know, and then on a night time in the bedroom, the house is so hot, it's like 30 degrees in the bedroom all night. You know, you get out of bed, you swim out of bed in the morning. But when I go to see my in-laws, right, I drive around Torrejon de Ardoz. It's a town, and all over the town they've got thermometers, like big signs showing you the temperature. And over the last few years I've noticed this pattern, and the pattern is that in my car I've got a temperature gauge. Everybody has now in modern cars, and in my car it'll say 37, which is hot. It's hot. I'm not going to deny that's hot, but that's usual here in Spain, in the Madrid area. But it says 37 in my car, and on all of the signs it's 40, 41, 42. It's like they've upped all of the signs by 5 degrees. Why is that, do you think? Could that have anything to do with a little bit of subtle programming that they want people to think that it's hotter than what it is? Years ago when I was learning hypnosis, my teacher was telling a story about how he would go to a place, let's say, where everybody was seated, watching a concert or something like that. No seats available. And he would stand at the back and he would go, "Oh, it's so hot. I'm so thirsty. Oh my God, I wish I had something to drink." Right? And he would just say that a couple of times. And then he would wait. And suddenly people would start going, "Oh, it's very hot. Oh, I'm really thirsty. I'm going to go and get a drink." And people would vacate the seats and he would get a seat. And he said it worked every time. You just have to put something in people's minds and they start to experience it. And that's why they would do something like that. That's why they say that. That's why the maps on the TV now are red. They used to just be green. Now they're red, sometimes black. They make them even black. I mean, how about that? With the temperatures and everything. And so when people mention the heat, I get conspiranoiacal Tourette's. Do you get it? Put in the comments if you were able to control your Tourette's like what I can't. And let's move on now to why I've been feeling a bit scared. So I watch a lot of astrologers talking about these times, making their forecasts, etc. And the forecasts aren't great. Let's be honest, they're not great. We're going through and going to go through difficult times, hard to deal with, and that's according to the astrologers. So I was feeling, we're living in total madness at the moment, just total madness. I mean, even now, I'm watching, they've got all of the preachers together and give them a talk about how they were going to release the information on aliens and how they had to rethink how they were going to sell that to the congregations, still keeping God involved. And Jesus. And all of these preachers are talking about it. It's coming, and we saw lights and everything. It's like the alien invasion that we always thought that was on the Illuminati cards, that we always thought was just, how would they ever get to that point? Looks like they might be getting there. I'll talk about that in another video. But yeah, crazy times. And I was feeling a little bit kind of like, oh my God, what's coming? I don't know whether I'm very happy about it. I felt a little bit, a bit worried. So I thought I'll ask the emissaries about that. And I said to them, hey, I'm feeling a bit agitated. I'm feeling a bit, it's a bit daunting what's coming. And they said, look, Gordon, they talked to me like that. Look, Gordon, this has to happen. We've got to get to the mad bit. They said the reason is that we can't continue with this mediocre rhythm of, is it really or is it not? Are they really bad or are they not? It's not clear. Well, we're not sure. They said we've got to get to a place where people go, yes, I can see that now. Yes, I believe that now. Not everybody, because there are going to be a swathe of people that are going to go, no, that's not true. Or, as we said before, they're going to say, yes, but it's for the higher good. It's for the greater good. No, really, it's for the people who are going to wake up to be able to say, I can see clearly now the rain has gone. And so the emissary said, it's got to happen. You've got to give it permission to happen. You've got to accept it. Not permission. It's going to happen anyway. But you're going to have to accept that this is going to happen. We need the clarity. That's what they said. For the rupture to happen properly, we've got to have the clarity. We've got to see, let the dog see the rabbit. And so I said to them, will there be a lot of fear? And they said, not so much fear. There'll be a lot of anger. And they said, anger is really a good, in comparison to fear, anger's great. Anger is the action to take action. And anger supersedes fear. Fear falls into the background. If you're fearful and angry, angry's the thing that's going to make you do something. And they said the anger is going to make people place attention on what's happening, to scrutinize what's happening, to not leave it alone. And they said that's what needs to happen. People need to see what is really happening. They need to see the reality of what's happening, even though it's going to be very painful. And they finished by saying the spell has to be broken. The hypnotic spell needs to be broken. They said people need to see that the emperor has no clothes on. People need to see the wizard, the little old man behind the curtain. They need to see that. And for as painful as it is for them to see it, is vital so that we can move forward to this rupture point, this splitting. And so what have we got to do? Well, we've just got to pull on our big pants, our adult pants, and maybe a nappy as well, a diaper, as the Americans would say, just in case of accidents, just in case we get a bit of a shock. And we've just got to ride. We've got to ride this wave that's happening. Just let it happen and keep yourself busy, as always, creating. I love you all, and I'll speak to you all later. Bye-bye.